channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. It's amazing to have you here. My name is Farida, also known as Curly Proverbs, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 staples that I would include as a part of any routine if you're serious about growing long, strong, thick hair as fast as possible. Then I would basically recommend that you keep all of these in your arsenal. There are loads of new people to the channel, and a lot of people use my channel for research purposes, but because there's like so many videos on my channel and they go into so much detail, people don't really know where to start. So this is a starting point video and maybe a reminder to some OGs in the natural hair game of the power of some of our staples that you might have stepped away from. I know one of the things a lot of people say when they come to my channel is, girl, you talk too much, just get to the tea. So we are about to do that. But before we do, I have to give a massive thank you to our sponsors over at Skillshare. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you didn't know, Skillshare is basically an online community of 7 million strong, 7 million creators and creatives who are learning new skills in any of the 25,000 classes that are available on Skillshare, on anything from growing your business to your Instagram following to learning calligraphy or developing an art technique. You can pretty much find everything on there, and the first 500 of my viewers to click in the link below actually get 2 months of the premium package, which is basically unlimited access to all 25,000 classes, and at a typical rate of $10 a month. I think is actually a really very good deal. So if you're interested, click in the link below. With all that said, let's get into the key principles for growing that hair, girl, you know. So if you didn't know, my hair started off at collarbone length when stretched, but we are now talking butt length hair. I would say excuse the mummy tum, but I'm not going to apologize. We're keeping it hashtag real bodies out here. So let's just keep it moving. So principle number 1, you want to include some herbs. So there's so many herbs that you can choose to use, and their properties are amazing and varied. So hibiscus is an example that actually improves blood circulation, it stimulates growth, it nourishes the scalp and therefore increases the rate of hair growth. Cassia is really similar to henna. It conditions and strengthens but doesn't change the hair color. Rose strengthens the hair. It also is able to condition and cleanse at the same time, which is the same for a few Ayurvedic herbs that I use in my regimen. You may also decide to use a shikakai. Shikakai is again very strengthening. It's super nourishing, cleansing, and adds shine and definition to the hair as well. You may decide that you actually want to use the herbs in powder form, but they're also available in whole form as well. This is amla, again very nourishing, rich in vitamin C actually, and it's super strengthening for the hair. Again, hibiscus is also available quite readily in whole and dried form. I actually picked this up from the Indian food store. If you're curious as to where I got these jars from, I'm going to actually try and find them and link them below because I do get loads of questions. Now, if I could recommend only 2 that you pick up, I would say henna and aloe vera. You could literally just use a teaspoon of each of these in your conditioner. You can make up a tea with them. There's so many different ways that you can use them, but I have to say henna I've used from the very beginning, and henna along with oils I will credit for seeing the fastest progress in my hair journey. So those are my top 2 recommended herbs. So you can apply what you want to your hair. Unless you are nourished, you're not going to see any progress. So you could look into picking up a multivitamin and even using an oil such as primrose oil. It plays a really important role in hormones, which has an effect on obviously hair shedding, etc. MSM powder is also a great supplement to pick up, or you could look into biotin. I can't personally recommend biotin. I know a lot of people have had success with it, but I highly recommend MSM powder. So out of that arsenal, I would highly recommend picking up MSM and also making sure that you are using a multivitamin. MSM is a source of sulfur, which basically is an essential component of keratin. You have disulfide bonds, which basically help to make up the pattern of keratin, which is basically what your hair is made of. So I highly recommend a multivitamin and MSM if you are starting your journey and you just want to know one or two things that you could pick up. The use of conditioners is absolutely key. I think the main thing that changed when I started my journey was that I used a deep conditioning treatment every single time I washed. Now you can actually buy a purpose-made deep conditioner or use a cheaper conditioner and add oils and herbs to that and have pretty much the same sort of benefits. It all depends on your budget and it all depends what works best for your hair, but just be consistent. Use a deep conditioner every single time that you wash and your hair will really flourish. As I said before, oils were really a very important part of my hair journey. It can be used to seal your hair, you can apply it to your ends, you can put them into your deep conditioners, you can use them for scalp massages, and they really are amazing for hair growth. And they really did transform my hair and help me to retain length. Castor oil I used and applied to my scalp, and I found that it helped to make my new growth manageable when I was transitioning. It really helps to define my curl pattern. It really seals in moisture and twist out. It's super thick and honestly one of my faves. And olive oil really does condition my hair and leaves my hair super soft. And castor oil, did I say, actually stimulated hair growth. So if you're interested, I actually have recipes for hair oils that would stimulate hair growth. Here's an example of an infused oil. You could infuse an oil of your choice with some of your favorite herbs. You can throw in fenugreek, you can throw in hibiscus, amla, whatever it is you want. Put it in your favorite oils, add a couple of essential oils, leave it into I don't know, a boiler cupboard or on top of a radiator where it would be really warm, and infuse into the oils, and voila, you have an amazing mineral oil free hair oil. I also love this lock and tress oil. It smells divine. It is divine, divine, and it is full of amazing oils. I picked this up at Natty Naturals. Again, I will link that below, but it's got geranium and juniper berry and pomegranate, and it's such a dark oil. And again, one of the things I would highly recommend is whenever you're looking for oil, you'll notice that all of my oils here, apart from my DIY, I've purchased them all in a dark container, and I keep my DIY oils in a dark room. This also helps to prevent the loss of the benefits of the ingredients and the vitamin potential, the antioxidant potential, etc. Now, you can be doing all the things in the world to stimulate your hair growth, but if you detangle your hair inappropriately or in a rough way, then you are going to basically reverse your progress. You are going to halt your progress. I detangle using a conditioner and oil, and I used to use my fingers, but now I actually use my tangle teaser. I have been using that for years. And just for the sake of clarity, guys, I have worked with them on sponsored content before and will do in the future, but this video is not sponsored by them. I just love this tangle teaser because it's got very flexible bristles and they're very long, so they won't force a knot open and break your hair. And the bristles are actually of varying different heights, and so it's really effective. And I used to use a wide tooth comb on my fingers, but they don't really compare, particularly the wide tooth comb. And this definitely speeds up my detangling process. I think I probably detangle in about the third of the time that I used to use, which was a real game changer for me. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. I think it is definitely a one-stop shop for the key information that you need when starting this journey, and also just a quick reminder of how good some things are that we might have stepped away from as OG naturals who have been in the game for a minute. If you found this video useful, please do give it a thumbs up and be sure to share with a friend that you think will find it helpful. It really does support my channel if you do give this video a thumbs up, and just comment below. Let me know if you try any of the things that I have suggested. Other women looking in the comment section, or guys looking in the comment section, let's not discriminate, might find your experiences with any of the things I've mentioned to be helpful, particularly if you have tried any recipes, etc. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Much love. Super excited for the things that I have planned. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and also be sure to check out our sponsors in the description box below. Okay, see you soon. Bye.